Yeah. Oh. Hi. I was playing Smash. Um. Anyway, my name's Carl. Thanks for watching. I'm just gonna put this. Thanks for watching. It's time for a review of the new Judiciary album, Surface Noise. And Judiciary is a hardcore slash thrash crossover band from Lubbock, Texas. This is their first full length LP. They did release an EP in 2016, and they had a split last year with the band Mortality Rate. And, if that moniker of thrash and hardcore band from Texas reminds you of one band in particular, I got a lot of vibes from a band called Power Trip on this LP, and I think there are some similarities, at least, with that thrash sound, those vocals that are washed in reverb, those big crunching sections of hardcore with breakdowns and two steps and just squealing guitars that just absolutely ride throughout the mix, the punishing drums, the pounding bass. It's all here on this Judiciary LP, and this thing is about 26 minutes, 9 songs, so a brief listen, but an enjoyable one at that. So the big thing that I found listening to this LP that I really enjoyed again was their ability to walk the line between being a thrash inspired band and a hardcore inspired band without getting too contrived or playing into the cliches too much. Now there are some moments on this LP that feel a little cliche. There's some overly macho tough guy hardcore posturing here and there, and some of the guitar solos that are worked in don't exactly work as well as they should every time, although I am a fan of those guitar solos interspersed throughout those hardcore and thrash sections. Another complaint, I would say, which is a minor one, is that sometimes those vocals that are so overly reverbed don't always work out for me. Now, for the most part, I do like them. Just sometimes it feels like they are a little too produced. They're a little too overproduced. I just want to hear the natural, raw, throat shredding shouts that this band has to deliver. Now, those are the minor complaints out of the way. The rest of this LP, as I said, is freaking great. I love it. It's heavy, it's powerful. There are very few dull moments, so it's constantly kicking you, punching you right in the face. It doesn't really let up ever. It's a strong listen. There are some strong features on here. Brian from Knocked Loose is on a track. Jess from Mortality Rate is on a track. There are just some great features on this LP. Again, 26 minutes, so not too long of a listen, but an enjoyable one at that. I was a big fan of actually the song that Jess from Mortality Rate was featured on, which is called Pure Fury. I was a fan of the song that Brian from Knocked Loose was on, which is called Stronger Than Thou. Although I think the big standout tracks for me are the bookend tracks, the first track and the last track. The first track, Social Crusade, and the last track, War Time Is Nigh. Big fan of those two songs. There's a lot of pummeling, punishing, heavy stuff to be found across these tracks. So while I feel like this record, has some down points here and there, they are extremely few and far between. I found myself mostly enjoying this LP a lot. One of these early in the year LPs that at the end of the year can get forgotten because, it came out so early. But I think this is a band and this is a record to definitely keep in mind throughout the year. Definitely keep your eye on them. As for, some other notes, again, a lot of bands will try to play on this thrash and hardcore crossover sound, and it kind of comes off as contrived, or they don't really execute well enough. This band does. Like I said, some of those guitar solos don't really hit it as well as I think that they should, but by and large, great LP. Really looking forward to more stuff from this band. Judiciary, Surface Noise. I'm feeling an 8.5 out of 10 on this one. What do you think about this LP if you've given it a listen? I'll leave some links in the description. And I did, as a shameless plug, talk about this one on the new Mosh Talk podcast, which will be out Saturday, February 2nd, if you're watching this tomorrow or today or whenever. Whenever you're watching it, it'll be out February 2nd, so check it out in the description. Thanks for watching. Again, Judiciary, Surface Noise. Peace.